This season's Winter Festival, Immortal investment, it's 4 concerts festival devoted to patronage, dedication, and commissions in chamber music.
The way that composers come to put pen to paper is something that is endlessly fascinating to the two of us, and we think that it's a really great part of the story that is coming to a concert and experiencing a piece of music. And I felt, wouldn't it be great if we could do something here at CMS that would help connect our audience to this tradition, to this love and dedication to music that has inspired so many great pieces of music. So we conceived of this festival called Immortal Investments, because they are immortal. These works that people like Waldstein and Razumovsky commissioned, those pieces live on and their names live on through that music much more than on account of anything else they did.
The first concert in the Immortal Investment series is the Princely Collections, including music commissioned by the 7th Prince of Lobkowitz.
He commissioned Beethoven's first set of string quartets, the Opus 18s, and we'll hear 2 of those. He also commissioned Beethoven's quartet Opus 74, the harp quartet. He commissioned a set of quartets from Haydn, the Opus 77 quartets, and we'll hear 1 of those. And we will also hear a very beautiful song cycle by Beethoven called An die ferne Geliebte for baritone and piano.
The second concert inspired by the great violinist Joachim. Joachim is one of the most important violinists on the 19th century. He was a performer, he was not a patron, but somehow because his friendship with important composers like Brahms, like Schumann, he caused the music to happen. To perform the program will be 2 other great violinists. One is Daniel Hope, who is fascinated at the moment by Joachim. Also, another violinist is Aaron Keith. So the 2 great violinists will carry the great violin tradition.
The G minor piano quartet is really one of the great works of chamber music. Brahms was so inspired by Joseph Joachim and just seeing gypsy instruments and instrumentalists, and he integrated it into this piece. And it's one of the all-time greatest pieces ever. And to have David Finkel, Wu Han, Paul Neubauer, I mean, it's a fantastic combination. And I can guarantee it'll be a very exciting performance.
Our third concert in the winter series celebrates the social life of an extraordinary woman. Her name was Winnaretta Singer. She was the daughter of the founder of the Singer sewing machine family business. And she had a lot of money, and she had a lot of friends, and her favorite thing to do was to have big parties in her house and commission music and bring together composers and poets and actors, and these were famous soirees. And the works on this concert that represent just a few of the great composers whom she counted as friends and had performed in her house will illustrate and sort of bring to life the feeling of what one of these magical evenings could have been like. The final concert in this series celebrates the work of one of America's greatest patrons of classical music, Elizabeth Sprague Coolidge. She was widowed at a very young age in her marriage, and she decided to channel all of her energy into music. Over the years, she commissioned a broad range of composers, from Americans to Europeans. So here's a really incredible adventurous spirit, without whose contributions to the literature we would not have a lot of chamber music. Possibly one of the most famous pieces of classical music is Aaron Copland's Appalachian Spring, his ballet music, which was commissioned by her and presented in the Library of Congress with the Martha Graham Dance Company. We will do it without dance, but it is one of the most magical and American works that we have in our repertoire, and it will be a very exciting way to finish this incredible concert.
As part of this particular project, we will have 2 contemporary music programs. One is devoted to this incredible presenter, Klaus Lauer from Germany. Claus make friends with the most important composers such as Elliott Carter, Pierre Boulez, Wolfgang Rihm, you name it. And he will gather composers and thinkers and musicians in his hotels and make music happen. So this particular new music series will be devoted to this extraordinary person. The second new music concert would be devoted to another incredible couple. They are among CMS family. That's Linda and Stuart Nelson. They have commissioned new music for chamber music especially. They will go up to a performer and offer to connect to composers and to have a dream piece of the performers. So there will be a whole evening devoted to their most recent commissions.
This celebration of these great commissioners is a way of reminding us all that without the generosity of people to make it possible for composers to create, and without the inspiration of composers to make great music, we really wouldn't have it. So this is a tribute series, and it is also a way, I think, of deepening our audience's understanding and commitment to the art.